It began as a message no one thought to question. A short voice note, less than 30 seconds long, sent on a quiet Tuesday evening at exactly 7:42 p.m. It was the kind of message that blends into everyday life. Casual, unremarkable, easy to overlook. The recording captured a woman's voice, calm and measured, almost routine. There was no panic, no urgency, no sign that anything was wrong. At first listen, it sounded like someone simply checking in. And that was exactly why no one paid attention to it. Not her family, not the first responding officers, not even the digital forensic team. It was archived and quietly ignored until weeks later, when someone listened again, not for what was said, but for what was heard. Because hidden beneath the surface of that ordinary message was a detail, so subtle it had passed through multiple reviews unnoticed. Yet once understood, it unraveled the entire case. What was hidden in a message everyone had already heard. The missing person was 28-year-old Amina Bello. She lived alone, worked remotely as a graphic designer, and followed a predictable routine. Friends describe her as careful and consistent, someone who never disappeared without explanation. On the evening she went missing, she confirmed a client meeting earlier that day. Nothing seemed unusual. At 7:42 p.m., she sent the voice note. By 8:15 p.m., her phone disconnected from all networks. By the next day, she was reported missing. CCTV showed her leaving her apartment alone. There were no signs of struggle. The voice note, sent to a close friend, seemed ordinary. She sounded calm, mentioning she was on the way and almost there, without specifying where. It was logged and dismissed as routine. Weeks passed with no leads. Her bank account were untouched, her phone inactive, and her digital trail ended abruptly. Then a junior analyst revisited the voice note, this time isolating the background audio. Beneath her voice was a faint rhythmic sound, too consistent to be traffic. Further enhancement revealed a low hum and faint metallic clatter. Then came a brief, structured chime. Investigators compared it to known sound patterns and found a match, an automated railway crossing system used in limited locations. This narrowed the search. Mapping Amina's movements against these locations revealed something unexpected. One crossing was outside her usual route, in a quiet industrial zone with minimal activity at night. Phone data showed a slight detour shortly before the voice note was sent, aligning with that area. The message, once ignored, became central. Yet one detail remained, her calm tone. If she was in an unfamiliar place, why did she sound so composed? Further analysis revealed a slight delay between her speech and the background noise, suggesting the recording had been made earlier and sent later. This meant the environment captured in the audio did not necessarily reflect where she was when it was delivered. The final breakthrough came from a nearly inaudible detail. Beneath the background noise was another voice, not hers. After enhancement, investigators isolated a single word, a name spoken softly. Cross-referencing, it led to a former client. Their past interaction had seemed routine, but deeper investigation revealed tension over unpaid work and recent unlogged calls. Location data placed him near the same industrial zone that night. When questioned, his account conflicted with the evidence. The voice note had placed him at the scene, not through what was said, but through what was heard. Investigators searched a disused storage facility near the railway crossing. Inside, they found evidence linking directly to Amina, personal belongings and digital traces confirming she had been there. The case, stalled for weeks, moved forward quickly. The suspect was arrested based on combined evidence of audio analysis, phone data, and location tracking. For Amina's family, the truth brought both relief and grief. The uncertainty was over, but the outcome could not be changed. Investigators described a voice note as one of the most critical pieces of evidence, not because it was obvious, but because it wasn't. It showed that evidence can hide in plain sight, overlooked because it seems ordinary. The recording that had once been dismissed became the foundation of the entire investigation, replayed and analyzed from every angle, not for the words it contained, but for the world it revealed beneath them. In the end, what solved the case was not a confession or a witness. It was a sound, a background detail, a fragment of reality captured unintentionally, a message heard from the beginning but never truly listened to. because in the end, the truth was never hidden. It was just waiting to be heard.